Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Garris, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe below, because that helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 199. I am not a body, I am free. This is a foundational principle of A Course in Miracles, and it is going to be repeated several more times before we reach the end of our 365 days. I am not a body, I am free. It is absolutely one of my very favorites, and I've used this over and over again anytime that I feel tired or miserable or even a little bit sick. It really helps to lift me out of feeling not comfortable or happy in my body. Let's read all about it. Freedom must be impossible as long as you perceive a body as yourself. The body is a limit. Who would seek for freedom in a body looks for it where it cannot be found. The mind can be made free when it no longer sees itself as a body, firmly tied to it and sheltered by its presence. If this were the truth, the mind were vulnerable indeed. Let's talk about it. As long as we are tied to the idea that our identity is made up of this image that you see here, your body determines who you are, then we will never be free. Our body is simply a vehicle for carrying around our spirit, and our body does not determine who we are. This is excellent news, because I am still very young in spirit, and that's who I believe I am. The mind can be made free when it no longer sees itself as a body. This is the only way that we are going to be able to experience true freedom, of knowing without any doubt at all that we are truly spirit. Let's read on. The mind that serves the Holy Spirit is unlimited forever in all ways, beyond the laws of time and space, unbound by any preconceptions, and with strength and power to do whatever it is asked. Attack thoughts cannot enter such a mind, because it has been given to the source of love, and fear can never enter in a mind that has attached itself to love. It rests in God, and who can be afraid who lives in innocence and only loves? Let's talk about it. The mind that serves the Holy Spirit is unlimited forever. Just imagine that we are part of the greater mind of God in which all of us are joined. We are one mind. That makes us mighty and strong. That is our superpower. Let's grasp onto this, because nothing is like it. Attack thoughts cannot enter such a mind. This is how I know that I'm not 100% there. Sometimes I still have those attack thoughts, and I react in some of my old ways, at least in my thinking. But I'm able to course correct a lot more quickly the more that I do these practices. Let's read on. It is essential for your progress in this course that you accept today's idea and hold it very dear. Be not concerned that to the ego it is quite insane. The ego holds the body dear because it dwells in it and lives united with the home that it has made. It is part of the illusion that has sheltered it from being found illusory itself. Let's talk about it. If we want to continue to grow in this course, to truly experience ourselves as spirit and not be held down by the things of this earth, then it is essential that we accept the idea that you are not a body. Never forget that the ego is extremely powerful, and it wants to hold us down. It wants to squeeze us tight and keep us in the old thought system. If we truly accept that we are not bodies, we are spirit, then the ego feels threatened. The ego will lose its power over us. Let's read on. Here does it hide, and here can it be seen for what it is. Declare your innocence, and you are free. The body disappears because you have no need of it except the need the Holy Spirit sees. For this, the body will appear as useful form for what the mind must do. It thus becomes a vehicle which helps forgiveness be extended to the all-inclusive goal that it must reach according to God's plan. This paragraph has been incredibly powerful in helping me to understand that we need not be afraid of what we call death. That is simply the end of the body. That's just like when we trade in our old car for a new one. Why would it not be an exciting thing when we get to trade in this old dilapidated body for a completely free version where our spirits are joined? Reading near-death experiences, absolutely nothing that I have read tells us that that is a horrible, painful thing to go through. It is always a glorious thing where people experience the most powerful love, thousands of times greater than anything that we have ever experienced on this earth. That, to me, is a very exciting idea, and it certainly has brought me peace in accepting the passing of my son's body, because I know that he is very much alive in the spiritual realm. Let's read on. The Holy Spirit is the home of minds that seek for freedom. In Him they have found what they have sought. The body's purpose now is unambiguous, and it becomes perfect in the ability to serve an undivided goal. In conflict-free and unequivocal response to mind, with but the thought of freedom as its goal, the body serves its purpose well. Without the power to enslave, it is a worthy servant of the freedom which the mind within the Holy Spirit seeks. Let's talk about it. The Holy Spirit is the home of minds that seek for freedom. This is where we all dwell, whether we recognize it or not. All of our spirits are dwelling in the Holy Spirit, and that is where we find our freedom. The Chorus has made it very clear that the body is simply a vehicle for our spirit. We need these bodies in order to go through whatever we need to go through for our maximum spiritual growth, so that we can accept the truth of who we are in God. We are love, pure love, nothing else. Let's read on. Be free today and carry freedom as your gift to those who still believe they are enslaved within a body. Be you free so that the Holy Spirit can make use of your escape from bondage to set free the many who perceive themselves as bound and helpless and afraid. Let love replace their fears through you. Accept salvation now and give your mind to Him who calls to you to make this gift to Him. For He would give you perfect freedom, perfect joy, and hope that finds its full accomplishment in God. Let's talk about it. We are instructed to be free. It's like a command, be free. More than a command, it's really giving us permission to let our spirits no longer feel burdened and tied down to the cares of this world, but to be joyously free. And carry freedom as your gift to those who still believe they are enslaved within a body. We carry this joy, this laughter, this peace, this glorious freedom to all who are still feeling that they are captured inside these frail, easily hurt bodies. Let love replace their fears through you. When we accept that we are nothing but pure love, we cannot help but have a huge impact on others around us, and also to those who we are connected with only through our minds and our spirits. For He would give you perfect freedom, perfect joy, and hope that finds its full accomplishment in. Who doesn't want perfect joy, perfect freedom, and hope? I sure do. And the more I practice this course, the more that I receive those. Let's finish. You are God's child. In immortality, you live forever. Would you not return your mind to this? Then practice well the thought that Holy Spirit gives you today. Your brothers stand released with you in it. Your sisters stand released with you in it. The world is blessed along with you. God's Son will weep no more, and heaven offers thanks for the increase of joy your practice brings even to it. And God Himself extends His love and happiness each time you say, I am not a body, I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys. How I love this lesson. It just blesses me every single time that I read it. I hope it does the same for you. You are God's child. Never ever forget that. Every one of us are God's beloved children. In immortality, we live forever. You and I and all other beings that we see in bodily form walking this earth, we all live in immortality. We need to have no fear of death. We live forever. Practice well the thought the Holy Spirit gives you for today. Once again, we are encouraged to do our morning, our evening, and our hourly practice where we sit with this thought, I am not a body, I am free. I would encourage you to take a morning and an evening meditation and just let this thought sink deep into your being. I am not a body, I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys, as well as our hourly practice periods where we just remind ourselves of the idea for today. I hope that you are now in the habit of writing these ideas down somewhere, maybe on an index card or on a sticky note or perhaps in your phone, along with some sort of a reminder on your watch or on your phone to remind yourself to come back to these every hour. I am not a body, I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Tell others about these videos. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do 1 lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat? Here's where we find the best chicken and tortillas in Mexico. I am not a body, I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys. Have a gloriously free, fun-filled day, my friends. I love you.